Farmer's Bride has been out on Netflix for a few days now, and it is currently #1 on Netflix Nigeria. And I want to know how these things are determined. Is it based on how much we like it? Is it based on how much we watch it? Like, somebody needs to tell me how it's determined, because I have my opinion about this movie. Let me tell you the good things first. It had beautiful cinematography. I think we've advanced so much when it comes to cinematography. I'm always impressed when I watch a Nollywood film and I notice how great the cinematography is. This movie also had a good cast. Mercy Aigbe performed so beautifully in this film. I couldn't believe it was her. Toby Bakari also was very impressive. The entire cast, actually, they were very, very impressive. The directing was also fine, but I think the issue was the story. I think the story had this feeling of incompleteness by the time I was done, because I actually thought there was going to be more. Trust me, my expectations were very, very high, so I don't think that I just expected too much from this film. I think it actually just plummeted into this void of unnecessariness, if that's a word. In the beginning, it started with a very ambitious young girl that was getting married to an older farmer, and she wasn't pleased with it. She moves into the house with him, they start to cohabit, and she's not very, very, fond of him regardless. But quickly she meets his nephew and she falls in lust with him, and they start to have an affair. Mind you, his nephew's mom, which is his sister-in-law, is living with them. There were so many unanswered questions, because I couldn't tell why they didn't tell us if Mercy was actually ever in love with him or not, even though it was sort of obvious. There was this weird scene where, Fumi and Femi were playing footsies under the dining table, and the farmer and his sister-in-law were playing ISIS, and it just didn't make much sense to me why they didn't grow on that part of the story. But yeah, like I said, the issue I had was with the story. What was the point of it starting off so good, having such great potential? It also played out so well for most part of the film. The nice plot twist was she falling in love with the nephew. But what happened with her ambitions? She just became this woman that was just obsessed with, being with this man instead of chasing her ambitions or trying to get a better life. I feel like they had focused more on the writing, on how the story goes, than they did on her hair. She had beautiful different hairstyles. It's like every scene had its own hairstyle, which is impressive. But what happened to the story? Why did we neglect how the story was going? Anyways, like I was saying, it plummeted into an unnecessary abyss. It just had this incompleteness. It was very anticlimactic. I still wish they gave us more. Also, I have a problem with the fact that Banke died. Like, was it necessary? And even if she did, their death didn't feel like the consequence of their action towards her. What was the essence of the farmer coming back as a spirit, or whatever that phenomenon was, after his death? Because he didn't do much. If anything, he was just funny, because he just kept on appearing in weird places. Why did he burn his own farm? Was that necessary? Now, he kept on appearing in weird places, and then according to Mercy, who is supposed to be a herbalist, Mercy tells us that the baby is now the farmer that died. Like, why would he come back in his young wife's belly as her baby if he's not even going to be born in the first place? Like, a lot of things did not add up or make sense. And I have that issue with Nollywood. We have advanced so much with our movie making and acting and a lot of other things, but the stories still don't make much sense sometimes. They start out so well, they have such great potential, the plot twist, you can tell the direction is going, but it ends up on a note that just keeps you thinking, how do I feel? And then when you're finally able to process your feelings, you're like, okay, that wasn't good. I don't think I enjoyed that. And that's not fair. I feel we deserve to be putting better things out there. Like Thin Line, for example, started out so well, had such great potential as well, but it didn't end up playing out, the way most of us expected it to. And I don't know, maybe I'm just expecting too much from Nollywood, or, maybe they're actually not delivering like they should. Let me know what you think. But I'm going to rate this movie a 6/10. And that's because of Fumi's hair. It could have been better. It feels like a waste of cinematography and cast and beautiful performances to me. That story could have been told on YouTube. No shade to YouTube. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about new movies that are coming out on Netflix, Prime, or other streaming platforms, and I'm going to be making recommendations on which one I think you should watch, and I'm going to be seeing them and telling you which one I'm going to be talking about. See you in my next video. Bye.